This is Scripty Business. We get 5 minutes with 3 random words to come up with a rough movie idea. Then we spin our wheel of doom to throw a curveball into the mix. After 20 minutes, we spin the wheel for another prompt. After the time is up, one of us has to summarize what the hell this movie is and deliver it to you in just 5 minutes.
In this particular movie, and I'll give you a hint, it is the second part. Okay, so that does limit it down to only a few options. But in this movie, they used a truly insane amount of fake blood. Okay, so they used 18,927 liters of fake blood in this movie. For our American listeners, that's 5,000 gallons, which is a truly... It's like 18,000 liters of fake. That was somebody's job, was to make 18,000 liters of fake blood. Okay, and they had to get one of the actors to prepare for this particular scene. So they got like a little like kiddie pool, I guess you would call it, like a little kiddie pool, and they filled that with fake blood and dunked the actor in it. Like, she had to fully submerge inside this kiddie pool in order to make this scene work, so that she was just like drenched in fake blood.
Don't know what this movie is, because when you said it's part 2,
it is part 2.
You said fake blood. I thought Rambo First Blood Part 2. Is it actually called Part 2?
It is.
You said it's the second part. Like, is the movie called something Part 2 or something 2?
It's not called Part 2, but it's like part is replaced with a very similar word. It's like title, word 2.
Didn't even need the colon. That's a lot of blood. That's so much blood.
Do you know the scene? Have you seen it?
I'm pretty confident I know the scene now. Yes, now that you gave me the colon... something like part 2. I'm with you. Damn shame
it's
they
a
never made
crazy
a
amount of blood,
3.
because I thought it was an insane amount of blood in Evil Dead remake, and this just absolutely trumps it. So much more.
Good God. I
18,000 liters of fake blood. Just take a second to think about that for a moment, Welsh. That's an insane amount of fake blood.
That's an insane amount of fake blood. And probably not as insane as the movie idea that we're going to come up with today in Scripty Business. The segues. The segues are chef's kiss. Not because I'm sick and tired, just they are great. We are ready. I'm going to give us our 3 words and start the timer. 5 minutes to come up with broad strokes what the hell this movie is. Once this registers, I've asked for another 3 words. Road here, pulchritude, which is physical beauty. It's an uncommon fancy word for physical beauty. Road here, pulchritude, which is a word that's in my vocabulary forever. 5 minutes. What are we thinking? What are we thinking?
I mean, I wanted to go weird again, but I think to ground it, for our own sakes,
to start with,
I think maybe we just take everything at face value. It is an incredibly beautiful stretch of road. Maybe it's like unnaturally beautiful, and so it's kind of like a honey
a beautiful
trap.
Person. So this is great. Yeah. You keep going.
Okay,
I'm intrigued.
I mean, I always want to go like supernatural. You know, like it's haunted. Like it's so beautiful. That is almost like a trap. You know what I mean? Like that's it. Okay, we're here. We've arrived. Yep. It is a unnaturally attractive stretch of road that brings travelers from all around the world, and once you enter onto the road, you can't leave.
So it's from, but a road instead of a town?
Yes, exactly.
We're done. We've already figured this out. Go watch From. That's the rest of this episode, is us talking about what a stellar show that is.
I do love that show. It's very silly. And I think maybe the hearing part, maybe there is some kind of like voice or like ghost that talks or something that lulls people into this road.
Question. What about if it's a road that you can't turn back on?
I was thinking the
And
opposite
there's,
of that, so that's really good. I'm so in for that.
A road you can't go forward on?
No, the Super Mario trick where you're stuck on it until you turn around backwards and then you can just leave.
Oh. So fucking dumb. No, I don't
Wouldn't that be a twist, though? Imagine if the solution to From, for anyone who's seen it, was just turn around and go the loop the opposite way, and they could have all left. Like, wouldn't that be an amazing twist?
I'm so confident that was tried, either in the first episode or with the bus. I'm pretty sure somebody has gone back through.
Undoubtedly. Okay, yes, your idea. This is a road you can't turn back on. What happens if you turn? Or maybe can you die? That's it. Yes, we're going back to Oedipus. We're going back to if you turn around on this road, you straight up die.
Okay, what's the reason for people coming to this road then? Because surely, is there something at the end? Like, is there a point to it? Because I'll be honest, before you went this dark, ominous way, I was going just opposite of that entirely and opposite of me entirely. And this is just about a really beautiful road. Like, not the road, not like the post-apocalyptic whatever. I'm just thinking this is like a nice countryside road, and then there's a story that happens to characters that are trekking this road or walking the road. Super nothing to it. But
I love it. That's incredible.
I don't know what.
No, yeah.
Oh, no.
This works really well. It is a beautiful, incredible, serene, and famous road, and people are just trekking it, and they're out here to find themselves, and then at the midway point, we realize they can't turn around because if they do, they'll die. And we get a tonal shift. It goes from this, like,
best of both worlds, yes.
Heartwarming bucket list, find yourself, almost like coming of age, or like story. I mean, coming of age is in like self-discovery. Then halfway through it just jackknives into a horror
movie. Sold. Just like it's
because one
like
of the characters turns around.
It's almost like the opposite of Cabin in the Woods then, where it's a horror movie that then turns into like an action by the end of it, because it's all sci-fi and action.
Yeah.
So this is okay. We got less than a minute left. So
it's
multiple
the
characters,
where it's like comedy.
Multiple characters, and one of them has to turns back for some reason and then just disappears, and then the rest of the characters are trying to get to the end.
Yeah, I think we have a couple of characters, but we set out on this trail potentially even in real time. Because they're the two people in front, they're hiking in front, and then two people behind, they're hiking behind, and then one of them, partway through this film, happens to turn around.
Basically turn around or walk back down the road. Maybe like, I left my water bottle.
Walk back down the road so that we can get four-way conversations. Absolutely.
And they just disappear. Mario, what's the log line for the movie we're making today?
Okay. 4 best friends go on the journey of a lifetime, hiking along a world-famous track in order to find themselves, and discover partway through their journey that they can't backtrack or they'll die.
Love it. Let's make that even more interesting by adding our first curveball of the day. I keep calling them curveballs, by the way.
Curveball.
And the subtitles keep catching me on it, and I keep doing it.
Special.
Curveball.
Today we'll be playing Corveball.
And the Corv is fairy tales are real. 20 minutes on the clock.
That's actually so good. My
it's
first
too easy
is Fae. Like proper Irish
fairies,
Fae.
Gnomes. Yep.
But I'm thinking more like the really violent, like the proper like grim Irish folk tale stuff where they lure you out to a particular area in order to consume your soul or your flesh.
Yep.
Incredible. Okay, so
end of movie. End of episode. Thanks for listening. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
We're going reverse angels, I guess. So angels, if you look at them, they freeze, right? Whereas I think if you move back along the track, they become real. Maybe that's how you die.
Yeah, it's almost like these creatures could follow people, but from behind, and the second that you go towards them is where that is. So they maybe it's like that there's some condition where they have to keep a certain distance away from you if they're coming up from the back.
But you'll see them though. That's the thing, right? Because we don't.
Will you though? Because this is like magical and whatever. Maybe there's like a fog or a mist. Because if we're going like Irish countryside trek through hills and that sort of stuff, it could be that there's like bad weather coming in. Like, oh god, that weather's coming in hard. This cloud is just seeming to be over the road.
I think weather is a big part of this. Supernatural force, 100%.
And the other way is completely sunshiny and lovely. So let's go that way. And then someone's like, oh, I left my drink bottle. And then they turn around and go through almost like The Mist, Stephen King's The Mist, where like they go through like a wall of like fog and mist. And that's it then.
So it's not literal. It's not like if you turn around, you die. It's that this fog is following them. And if you go into the fog, you die, which is why they can't backtrack.
I want to say, yeah, okay, yeah, maybe that's where you get lost. Maybe it's less like you can't turn around, you can't go back.
Forever.
Yeah, you get lost.
Just an infinite fog that you can never return from.
Why not?
Okay.
I mean, that works.
I love it. I just want to clarify something really quickly, right? What if you turn around and you can't see the fog, but it's only when you start walking backwards that the fog starts manifesting, and if you go a certain distance back, you meet the fog. And that's where you are, like, lost forever. If you are inside the fog.
That works for me, because there needs to be some kind of part of this. That way they won't notice it. Well, the rest of them can't follow. There needs to be something that happens that the rest of the group know not to go back after that person. Like, we need to set stakes in this, right? That
absolutely.
Maybe they start going back as a pack as well, and they find like a foot and a hand just on the floor.
But if they go back, they're lost themselves.
How do we stop the whole group from going back to get their friend with no knowledge of what's happening? That's the problem we have here. Because if we were going for a walk and then you said, oh, I forgot my drink bottle and walked back and I stood and waited for you, after 5 minutes and you didn't show up, I'd walk back to find you.
That's the hook. I think that's the hook.
And then the movie's over.
No, maybe this movie is actually about being lost in the fog. Maybe they all go back into the fog and it's about trying to find your way back out.
Okay. Are we talking like Star Wars where Luke has to go into that cave thing and face his fear kind of thing to come over it and come out the other side?
Yeah, they manifest the fears of the people who go inside.
Yeah, okay. Saying.
I literally think I was dead on the money with Mario. I think if you if you walk forward on the track, you will leave the fog. But the problem is the fog is completely disorientating, and it's almost an alternative well. And the second you're off that track, it's almost impossible to find the track again.
It's almost like you stumble through the fog through a painting that looks like water and it goes, ba 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 ba, let's go. And then it's
maybe that, and you gotta get the star, and then once you get the star, you can leave the fog.
Okay, we can do this all night.
This movie, okay. So we've got Johnny, we've got Kiara.
Yep.
We've got, I think it's 4. Johnny.
It's got to be 4.
Kiara Scott, and
naturally Jerry. Jerry, my man, first one to go. Is Jerry black?
No.
Are we gonna follow that trope?
No.
Okay. No. This isn't me being racist. I mean, like, it's a tradition in movies, my guy.
No,
like,
it's a racist tradition. It's still racist.
I'm not saying it's a good tradition. I'm saying it's tradition.
Absolutely not. I think we invert it.
If Johnny's Chinese, then we get a white guy to play him, right? That's also something that happens in movies.
I hate this whole conversation. I want off this train. I want this entire thing censored, and I would like to go home.
Get Mickey Rooney to do it. That's the guy from Breakfast at Tiffany's, right? Famously did the Chinese character. Is it Mickey Rooney? I
truly have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it is. We'll do like the Sean Connery's face. We'll CG Mickey Rooney in yellow face for this movie. No, we will not, because it's 2025.
I hated all of that. Thank you.
So 3 dudes and a chick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they gonna? Are we gonna have them go through some like Irish pub, and they're getting a drink?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, I think we set the whole thing up. We set all the mystery up. So I think I think you're kind of right. This is like a cabin in the woods style where we like open on them before they go on the trip, and we get an idea of who these characters are before they go. But in that kind of opening sequence, we establish that they've wanted to do this for years, and it's a really famous track. So I think that okay.
Counter. A friend of a friend of a friend told them about this. Because if it's a really famous track, how many people are going missing?
God. Yeah, well, I think yeah, okay. I think it still needs the allure though, you know. Maybe it's locally famous, and that's where they start to put the cogs together that something is wrong. But I think it's
infamous.
Yeah, I feel like it's in like a hiking book of this, like, you know, like, I think you're right. Okay, a friend of a friend, because then we can literally do that, whatever the ghost stories or whatever it is. It happened to a friend of mine.
That's how the movie opens.
That's how the movie opens.
Character. Yeah. Oh no! Oh my god! Right. Fuck yes, we're gonna open the movie like that with an elderly person, man or woman, we haven't decided on who survives the story yet, telling this story, right? And then in the pub, so they've got to go through a pub, right? And the bartender's like, "So where are you off to, my laddies? Where to are you going now?" That's my best Irish that I can do.
We're going to Shylock's track. Oh wait, they're not Irish. We're going to Shylock's track, mate. I get too excited.
Oh, Shylock's. And then as they're pouring the beer, there's an elderly crone in the corner that sort of turns to them and goes, "Yeah, don't be going to Shylock's track at this time of year." And they go, "Oh, get out of here. We're drinking Guinness and we're American. We don't understand how good this stuff is." I love Guinness, but it's strong. And that person gives them a warning, right? And then the person that survives the movie ends up in that sort of a seat warning another group. That's what they're doing. The movie opening is the survivor warning another group about not going on that walk.
Okay. Then,
You hate it.
I totally hate it. It's the worst. But we're on. I think the crone then goes into the fog and saves them. Because they've done it. They know the trick. Or they're kind of tied in, you know, and then they're like, and then it's like handing down the cloak or whatever.
It could be. Maybe they go after them to stop them, because maybe this is like a certain time of the year, or the solar equinox, or some kind of thing that the Fae are really active during this time, and the old lady's chasing them up the road going, "Don't be going down there," and then the fog starts rolling in and she's like, it's too late, it's the curse. And then as she sprints into the fog, you hear her like screaming and getting torn to pieces. Something like that.
How fast is this old octogenarian like athlete?
Fast. She's an old Irish biddy.
Boy.
They gonna run after them potatoes.
I have a counter, because I actually love this idea. Okay. And we're on. We're so in.
10
in
minutes.
The pub, right? I think it's tension. We need to establish the tension. We'll go back to the opening scene in a second, but I think in this pub, right, the bartender and all the locals are like, "Yeah, our Shylocks, that's a great track, you know, well famous. We love our Shylocks, you know, I did Shylocks when I was a boy, you know, kind of thing." Encouraging people to go down this track, except for the crone, who's like, "Don't go down Shylocks. Okay, Shylocks is cursed." She's a pirate, apparently.
She's a Russian pirate.
It be cursed, laddie.
You got there in the end, in fairness to you. You did.
And I think there's tension there where the town really want everyone to go down the track, because it's what sustains the town. Whether that is through Fae favors, or whether that is just an economical decision, as in, like, you know, people go do this track, they leave all their stuff behind because it's meant to be like a day track or whatever, and they get money, and it's like people are spending money because lots of tourists come to this town. It's the only thing that sustains them, and if people don't go down Shylock, the town dies. But I think the crone is like, "No, we need to save these people," and the town are kind of like, "She's got to fucking go." Like there's that tension there between the crone and the townsfolk, and then maybe the crone just disappears because the townsfolk have like gotten rid of her or whatever.
If the old crone survived the walk or won this thing with the fairies, maybe she's protected or has some kind of like right to be there. So that's why the town puts up with her. Oh, pay no mind to old Bessie in the corner. She's no good. To be sure, she's no good. No good, that
She's
one.
no good in the brain.
Yeah. Fell on her head as a child. Now I'm turning into fucking
child.
Brad Pitt. Now I'm talking
So
like
she's
Brad
been like
Pitt
that the
from...
whole life.
Now I'm
It's not
talking
she
like...
fell. Sorry, yeah.
Doesn't matter. It was the tiniest reference to make, but it's gone. So yeah, she fell on her head as a child, and
What do you mean as a child? I think she fell on her head as maybe as an adult.
they're excusing her fucking delusions, though.
Yeah,
that's the point. She's like, pay no mind to her.
She can have a brain injury when she's older. She didn't have to have the brain injury when she was a child.
I was just making something up for the sake of an example.
Okay, great.
Doesn't matter. They're disregarding, pay no mind to this fucking woman. She's crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's the view of the town on this woman. And then maybe what I'm saying is the reason that they haven't just killed her or kicked her out of the town when she's warning all these fucking groups that's coming through is because she has some right to be there from the deal with the Fae. Because otherwise, mate, there's no reason that a small town like that wouldn't just fucking off her.
Yeah,
she's getting 100%. In the way. Like, why would she be there
yeah,
otherwise?
Yeah. Maybe because she survived, right? It's like a right of the Fae, and so they won't come into the town because she's there.
Oh, so someone's always got to survive?
Potentially.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
I think that's what I like that because then this person survives. There's a moral quandary there, right? This person has survived and the town has essentially sacrificed all of their friends. And now they have the choice to be the talisman for the town or let these 50, 100, 200 folk, however many there are, just get absolutely obliterated by the Fae.
I think we're getting too deep in the weeds with what this woman means to the plot when I feel like she's just there to set up the plot.
Okay, great.
And the rest of it doesn't matter. But if she's protected by the town and all that, then she can't be the one to get killed. What I was saying is that it's good for them to be warned to set that up about danger they're about to face. Maybe because you suggested this movie happens in real time. So potentially there's a solid 45-minute walk down this trek to get to some view. You know, like you said, it's a day walk. It's a day hike. They're walking up to the top of a mountain to see the sunset because it looks good this time of year.
Yeah.
So we can have a lot of this movie be about the characters themselves before shit hits the fan. Because I think you're right. We need that heel turn to come in, not the whole film.
I have some stuff for you.
Please.
I think we soften the town a bit and they're less like, yeah, go down Shylock's and more like, I'm not going to warn you. It's like a white lie. Absence by omission. Sorry, like innocence by omission or whatever. Like, whereas the crone actively warns, and so there's that tension because the town folks all know that it's kind of like morally the right thing to do, but they don't want to do it. They all just kind of want to turn a blind eye. And so I think that's where the tension comes in.
Sure.
And it might even be a time of day thing, right? So everything until midday is safe, and then everything after midday is fog. And
the fog is everywhere.
The fog is everywhere, and if you're inside a building, you're safe. It's only if you're outside, like physically in the fog, that they can interact with you. So if a window, for example, smashed, you'd be screwed.
See, if it happens after a certain point of day, isn't this whole thing about walking a nice road? But they can't do that now because they've got to be indoors?
They don't know that. That's what I'm saying. That's how you get your hike. You get your hike in clear. They leave at 9 o'clock in the morning, and at midday, the fog rolls through, and they're stuck in the forest.
Gotcha.
Or whatever.
Okay.
Because then you still get a beautiful road and stuff. Yeah.
And it's less the fog approaching them than from behind, like we talked about. It's more just now they're trekking through fog and they can't fucking see anything.
Yeah.
Perfect. Fine with that. Can we put more fairy tales into this?
100%. Of course,
It's
fairy tales are real.
Are real, right? So I'm gonna just quickly have a suss of Irish folklore, because I know fairies and fairy circles is a big thing, but I don't know much else. I don't know much else that we could do on there. Leprechauns. Leprechauns the thing. That's yes. I can't.
So we're going full Cabin in the Woods, where it's just like there's all of these monsters. In the
I know
place.
leprechauns, banshees. Banshees are a big thing as
good,
well.
Yeah. Banshee's great.
A selkie is a creature that transforms from a seal into a human by shedding its skin. That's kind of cool.
That's very cool.
Don't know how that comes into it, but it's something.
I'll
leave that to you.
Is it only Irish folktale, I'm assuming?
Oh, it's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
It's because of where it's based. I mean,
Okay, so I think the actual opening of this movie, right? This movie is it's like something happens. I don't know what happens. There's a breakup, someone dies, there's a hook, right? Midsummer style, don't care, whatever. Can be happy, can be sad, don't give a shit. And I've already forgotten all of our characters' names. Please help me out.
Johnny, Kiara, Scott, and
Thank you.
Jerry.
Kiara has this hiking book and she's always wanted to do it. And she's like, now is the time. We've just had this like thing that has ripped the group apart and everybody is sad. And this is the thing that's going to like turn us around and make us friends again. Let's go. And she convinces Johnny, who then convinces Greg and
Scott and Jerry.
Scott and Jerry, thank you, who are they can be in a relationship. Scott and Jerry, right? Bring them along. And I think maybe potential... Oh, that's a trope, though. Fuck. I was like, Kiara can be the one survivor, but that's literally a horror trope.
Survivor girl or whatever it's called?
Yeah. Okay, then we flip it. Johnny...
I was say, if Scott and Jerry are together, one of them survive instead.
Okay, great. Jerry can't survive because he's Jerry.
No, naturally.
Okay,
Jerry's
so
the first to go.
Okay, so then I think it's the reverse. Because Scott convinces everybody to go on this holiday. And then he has survivor's guilt because he's the one that has like killed everyone and is the only one who's survived.
We said about doing a plot heel turn 40 odd minutes into this movie where it goes from a happy trip into, oh my God.
Totally.
I propose there's another one at the end where this whole movie you think that Kiara is gonna be the one. She's the main character.
Yeah.
And then she's not. Then she dies.
Yes.
From a
she
leprechaun.
Does right at the end.
A rainbow just comes crashing down out of the sky and just obliterates her into the road with a little pot of gold.
I imagine this leprechaun with little disc rainbows throwing them like shurikens.
Disc rainbow?
Yeah, he like takes a rainbow and bends it into a disc and throws it like a shuriken.
Like a boomerang.
Cuts her in half.
Both of our things, no.
Oh, how dare you, sir?
Doesn't fit the vibe of this movie yet, because we're about to spin the wheel in 30 seconds. Is there anything else you want to milk out of this fairy tale? So leprechauns, we're going to have banshees, and we're going to have fairies. I think those are the three. Those are the big three, yeah? Okay.
It's almost like a folk tale per person, so maybe we could squeeze in a fourth one.
Selkie, baby! Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter, because one of them's going to die straight away. So, whatevs, we've got it covered.
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. That works out incredibly well. Wow.
Do you know what this movie is called? End of the Rainbow.
Yes, it is. And with that,
we've got so much time to figure it out. It's fine. I just think that's such a tough title. I think that's how we get the people, you know? That's how we... Next
curveball, because this train's moving. I'm trying to signal to you that the time is up for that section.
Okay.
All right, Murray. The next curveball is Haunted Mansion. 20 minutes.
Actually, Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion. So I've already got something in my brain for this one. Because they're backpackers, and potentially where they stay to start with is a haunted mansion haunted by the fae and the fairy folk.
Okay.
Alright, so maybe they do something in the mansion like trample a fairy garden to piss off the fae, so that when they go out into the mist and the fog on their walk, they are target number one to like this entire other world that they don't know exists.
Yeah, okay.
How else could we do it? Please go.
No. I'm thinking like a missed opportunities twist, right? That, you know, like something like Alan Wake, for example, where he gets like a cabin in this remote town that's got a curse on it, and he goes to pick up the keys from who he thinks has them, but that person is not there. They're like running late, and the curse manifests as an old lady, and she gives him a different set of keys, which takes him to a lake on the house, which is what kicks off all the plot, rather than the cabin that he was meant to have. So I wonder if that happens in this town. You know, they rock up, they get beers, they're like chatting, they're meant to go see the person, and instead they've been replaced by one of these folktale things who sends them to the mansion that no one goes near.
And that's at the end of the road.
Yeah. And maybe they, yeah. Maybe the people in this town don't even know that this mansion exists, or it only exists for certain periods, or it only exists inside the fog, or something like that. And so they get waylaid at the start, essentially. You know, like this kind of ships in the night type situation.
I'm down with that.
And I think I think you're 100% right. It's at the end of this road. And do you know what? Do you know how we get this whole plot that we've got is exactly that, right? So they come to this town, they go to pick up the keys. The person is taking a piss or is busy or is doing something else, right? And one of them runs into this like representation of the curse who gives them the keys, and they're all like, yeah, let's go. And they leave. And then the person's like, hey, wait, I've got keys. What are you doing? And they're already gone. And they hike down this track for like ages. And at the end of this track is the mansion. So we still get the hike.
Okay, so have they come... I'm so lost, and I don't understand why, because that was not complicated, but it went in one ear and went out the other.
And
that's not to say I'm bored. I just didn't grasp.
As they're
what
approaching the mansion, the fog rolls in, which cuts off their exit, which stops them from backtracking. Right? And then they will get in, they'll settle in, and then they'll start to discover things are wrong. There's no power, potentially there's no water, there's no foods, this isn't what they were promised, rooms are weird, stuff moves around, like maybe the Fae move things, move their bags, get them to start arguing with each other. One of them goes to leave, discovers there is no road out anymore. It just is gone. And then that's when we can get our first death. And it can just be like right-hand turn. Like they walk out, they're like, where the fuck is the road? And then the fucking banshee just screams past them and takes their face off. And it's literally just like zoom. And you're just like, wait, what? Am I? Oh no, I'm watching a fucking horror movie and not a feel-good movie.
I was just going to say, up to that point, all the time they spend in the mansion as well, we show them fighting and disagreeing. Where's my keys? I put my keys right here.
Yeah, and
no, you didn't. I haven't seen your
keys
there.
Group.
You literally think that's what it is, and then you learn then that it's been the fairy tales fucking with them from the second they arrived at that mansion.
100%. Well, the second they arrived from the town, really. I think we have zero horror elements until we get to the mansion and the fog rolls in, and then we're just like,
Agreed.
Oh my god, we're in a different movie.
I feel like the road needs to feature much more heavily in this as being one of our 3 words, and I think they need to hear a lot of stuff going on. Maybe it's voices, maybe it's thinking they can hear each other talking, and that's one of the Fae tricks to getting them to fight and have these arguments, is hearing someone in the other room talking, smack talking them.
Yeah, I think they can copy people's voices as well. I don't know why, apparently titles are just what's happening today. The Road to McDonald Mansion or something like that.
Donald. What about Shylock? Because we liked that.
I just wanted the alliteration, but sure. Shylock, Shire.
No, say that. Shylock. Wait, hang on. Why was alliteration for Shylock? That was just the name of the track.
McDonald Mansion.
Ah,
but Shylock Shire works. The Road to Shylock Shire.
You know how you have a go at me for how shit my titles are half the
How
time, Mary?
dare you? That is good.
Well, like Shylock shit.
Shylock Shire is good, and I will not hear a word out of you against that.
Shylock Shire, we've come up with the name of the movie. Sure.
Wow. Okay.
I'm fine
You know
with
what?
it.
I'm gonna go home.
I'm fine with it. You are
Oh,
home ready.
shit,
This is
you
a
are.
bedroom podcast. I'm fine with it. Look,
Get
I've
the
given you
fuck
some.
out of here.
I have given you terrible movie names that I liked and you didn't before. So I'm happy to go with this one, Shylock Shire. Wait, Road to Shylock Shire? Are we putting Road in the title? Or just Shylock Shire?
Well, Shylock Shire is maybe better.
Shylock's Shire.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Maybe the town has never even. You know what? I think. Okay, gotcha. They rock up at. Okay, boom. What is this opening event? Is it a death in the family? Is it a breakup? Is it that they're all turning 30 and they just feel like existentially lost? And so they all live in like separate towns and now they're coming together to do a bucket list, one last hurrah before they start families, before they do other things, career promotions and whatnot. Because we want it to be like feel good. It's like, this is literally the bucket list kind of thing. It's like, it's a feel good road trip movie about camping.
Are all the trailers for this movie going to be...
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great.
There's not a single drop of horror in any of them.
What's that? Live, Laugh... Was there a movie about Live, Laugh, Love?
Yeah.
Is that a movie as well?
Yeah.
Fuck,
Eat, Pray,
what
Love.
world are we living in?
Eat, Pray, Love.
That's it. Live, Laugh, Love. Someone made a movie out of your mum's favorite couch cushion. Yeah, Eat, Pray, Love. It's going to have those vibes. That's
Absolutely
how this is pitched.
So
yes.
we can even age them up. Maybe they're like 35. Maybe
let's go middle-aged.
Maybe this is like midlife crisis.
Yes, but it's not being pitched as a midlife crisis at the start or in the trailers. That's what we learn about the characters as the movie goes.
Yeah, but
they're all undergoing
we
a
need
crisis.
that kind of hook of like, this is bucket list. This is all of us coming together. This is friendship since childhood. One last hurrah. You know what I mean?
20 years ago, me and my best friends made a pact that when we were in our mid-30s, we were going to go on the best vacation ever to sunny old Ireland. That's literally... That's
I always wanted to hike, and I found this book. It's called Shylock Shire. It looks amazing.
Perfect. Okay. So it's a whole book about one road.
Well, no, I think it's like a travel magazine, and this is like page 15 of the travel magazine.
Okay, that
And she's
works
like,
for me.
this
That
is
works for me.
amazing. Or Scott is like, this is amazing. We have to go here. This looks incredible. It could even be like Shylock's grotto or something like that. We can like kind of.
Well, this works well. It's less of they're all clearly undergoing midlife crisis and needing to do something different to find fun again, and it's very much like, we just got the promotion, we sold the house. We've all magically got this time available to spend a few weeks together, and we're gonna go and tick this off our list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's got that feel good kind of vibe to it
Absolutely.
already.
I think like Johnny's kid is like going to school, primary school, whatever. So it's like, it becomes that period where it's slightly easier because they're not at home all the time. And he's I just need a week off. And it's like, yeah, go.
And then it's revealed that Johnny and his wife are actually going through a divorce or a trial separation, which is why he has this time to go away and leave his child for a week.
Snap. I like that.
I think they all have their own.
They all have like a little
baggage.
motivation. Yeah, a little motivation. Totally.
Yes. Which the Fae can sort of like use to that. We get these creepy
Absolutely,
scenes
100%.
of Johnny's kid laughing. Cue the Diddy laugh, running from room to room in the mansion, and he's sort of looking around.
You say Diddy laugh, and I think the Roblox oof.
Oof. No, the classic kid's spooky laugh. And Johnny's looking down the hallway going, Johnny Jr.? I thought you were with your mother.
And it's like, just him there, and it says red rum on the wall. Yeah. The door's open and it just floods with blood.
Oh my god, because it's Here's Johnny as well. We're going to put that in. Yeah, any reference to another IP has to be as on the nose 100%, as fucking possible.
100%.
This isn't an homage. These are just straight rips.
Is there a moment with the leprechaun where the light shines down and he's just like, beam me up, Scotty?
Beam me up, Scotty. It's kind of Scottish. I don't like that. I'm taking that back. Yeah, whatever you want. So, does all of the abuse of the fairy tale characters take place in the house then? Because we said that they can't go back. How do they win? What's the fucking point now? If they're there, what do they do? What's this old crone going to tell them in the pub?
Totally.
She's not there anymore. Never mind. That's not the character. We binned her. You said that's who gives them the keys. So that's in the bin. I'll delete her name off the list.
What? Well,
Bessie.
what if Bessie is the one that gives them the keys? Like she's part of the curse.
Okay, works for me.
And
maybe
and no one in the town knows who she is. No one's ever heard of her. No one. They're like, who the fuck are you talking about?
Love it. Yes, and they were meant to stay at the pub, but it's waterlogged. Those bedrooms are not available.
Something happens. Yeah, window breaks or something coincidental takes them away.
And old Bessie's in the corner. I have a place you can stay.
And they're like,
she's no longer Irish.
Come, little children. You can stay in my place.
Does she take them up to the mansion along the road, or is the road... Because, Murray! They want to go on the walk on that road. And she says, I have a lovely place you can stay at. They say, we're here to do the walk. Oh, that's not a problem. It is off the road. You simply follow the road up to the top. My home is there. Here are the keys. So all of this, outside force is pushing them into this situation that they're in.
Yes. One 100%. Small caveat, though. The pub...
Naturally.
The pub's out of commission. But they're about to tell them... no, as in, the coincidence happens. The room's out of commission, right?
Right.
And they're about to tell them, don't worry, because, old McKeefer down the road... I don't know if that's an Irish name. Is got spare rooms. So you'll just stay with him, is what they want to say, but they don't get, she gets to them in time and goes, that the rooms are out of whack, but it's okay because I have keys to my house, and she sells it as that's what the pub was going to do anyway. So I think it's exactly what you're saying. But it's that the pub had set up a different house and she jumps on that and sells it to them.
Totally fine with this.
And so then the pub owner's like, oh, have you got the keys? Are you going to the house? And they're all like, yeah, we got the keys. We're going to the house. It's great. And they're like, great. Well, see you're like, he'll meet you down there. And they're like, there's a miscommunication there. And they're like, yeah, we got the keys from the old lady, but they're already gone. And they're like, what fucking old lady? What are you talking about?
We just give him the thickest Irish accent, like Brad Pitt from Snatch.
Yes, or Banshees of Inisherin.
Yeah, so it's like, you got the keys? You got the keys already? You got the keys already? And they're like, yeah, we got the keys. Make sure you go down there. And they're like, okay, thank you. Thank you so much for the Guinness.
He's so drunk.
That's right.
Your version of him was so drunk.
Not at all. Not at all. They speak that.
You got to get.
There are Irish people listening to this that that made perfect sense, and I didn't say a single actual word. It's the same in the Welsh valleys. We all speak, and you get the gist of what they're saying. Tongues. That's all you need. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Well,
the
this
way
sounds
that
great.
they win the entire curse is fear-based. I think the way that Scott
stunned to death. Come on. That's it. That's it. There's so much fear. Overcome your fear.
Literally, though, as in if you have to slow your heartbeat down, kind of shit.
We did introduce and like the fact that they are all bringing this baggage that they're lying about to each other. This emotional baggage.
Okay.
Why don't we incorporate that instead of fear? Just a suggestion, because we've already laid the seeds for that so far. Use what we got.
Overcome your trauma, or overcome your baggage, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or maybe their power, maybe their magical power is directly proportional to your emotional
state.
Yeah. Or your emotional entrenchment in that particular thing. So it's let's say Scott and Jerry's
relationship.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, I was gonna say something like Scott's mum is died, and that put pressure on the relationship because Jerry couldn't make it to the funeral or something, right? And so it's like overcoming that. It's like being like, no, I'm actually at peace with my mother's death, and I forgive Jerry, who's now dead, but I forgive him. And then the phase of like, fuck, we've got no juice. You know what I mean? Like, we can't.
Well, it's like what you're saying about it's playing on their fear, because that's a big thing in the It stories, is that it uses their personal fear. So with Johnny Jr. appearing to Johnny Sr. in the hallways, that's his emotional baggage, is about his son. Scott and Jerry, it's the deceased mother that they can hear and catch glimpses of in the corner of their eyes. It's that sort of stuff where this is something that you've not managed to let go of.
Yeah.
And the Fae know that, and they're building on that and pulling you in.
I got a fucked up one for, I came up with a name, but I can't remember a name.
Kiara, which is spelled the Irish way. I'm sure there's an Irish way of spelling it, you know.
Thank you.
Someone got drunk and wrote the wrong letters.
Speaking of, I think she got drunk and had a car accident and killed someone.
Wow.
And so what she hears is the car.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. I've got no problem with that. It just went way darker than I thought it was going to be. It's like, I miss my...
dark.
I know, but it's like, I miss my son. I miss my dead mom.
I don't think it's I miss my son. It's like I feel completely inadequate and I'm ruining my son's life because of my inability to stay with my wife.
I'd say that is slightly less than vehicular manslaughter.
We'll take the vehicular manslaughter
I still like the vehicular manslaughter. I'm explaining my response to how how much of a step up that was from I miss my kid. You know, that's it. Like, let's kill him.
It's not I miss my kid. It's I'm fucking my kid's life up irreparably.
Yeah, that part. So is there going to be a car that's just kind of like circling the mansion or something outside?
And it like revs.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Here's my question to you, and I think the answer should be yes, and I'm always willing to just lock it in now. I think they should absolutely be able to see the other's fears. Ooh. I think it starts just them, but as it intensifies, like Scott sees the car and he's like, what the fuck? Because then that's mistrust between them. You know, like,
and then Scott's like, it's okay, Kiara, don't worry, I'm a mechanic. And it turns out that they each have something that can counter the other's baggage if they'd just spoken to each other like friends should.
Opens the hood, takes the engine out, throws it away.
Yeah, I know how to fix
car
this.
Just dies.
Yeah, absolutely. The kid's missing and it's okay.
So Scott's like a child psychologist?
Yeah. Wait, hang on. So Scott's the mechanic and the child.
Sorry,
he's just the solution. Scott just
that's why he
everything.
survives. That's why he survives, because he's got all the skills.
He's actually got no baggage. It was Jerry's mum, Jerry's problem.
Yeah,
Scott's chill. He's just fine.
That would actually be hilarious if we didn't have the early death and Scott is the only one who's like, I can't see or hear any of the things. So this, for him, it's the story of his friends going insane, being paranoid and going insane.
I love it.
Because he can't hear or see anything. And then that creates tension between him and Jerry.
Maybe that's his own thing, though. We could also incorporate that into this. Because Scott's the secret fucking hero as well. We said that. We think we're following Kiara. Remember?
Yeah.
We said we're going to flip that. And then it turns out Scott's the hero because his baggage is that he's not been able to be there for his friends previously. You know what I mean? Maybe he has been that guy to let everybody down.
All the characters like Fey illusions. It's just Scott.
It's just Scott. He just got really fucked up off Jameson and Guinness at the pub, and he's just been rolling around on the street the whole time. Jesus fucking Christ. Can you imagine if we made the movie that? I can. I can totally imagine it, because we're out of time. We have 5 minutes.
Oh, shit. Okay.
To lock in exactly what this movie is. 3, 2, 1, go. Right. How do we say it's opening? Is it opening with them landing and starting? Because we never really said what the opening scene is.
I think the opening is
crash into them at the pub.
I think
open the pub door.
Oh my god! I think it goes back. No, because I really desperately want to show the moment where Kiara's like, yeah, we want to go hiking, and Scott's like, what about Shylock's Shire, so that he can have that guilt.
We explain that in the pub, where the tavern keeper is like, "Hey, what brings you to Shylock?"
Opening shot,
and then we have that
is the pub door for like 10 seconds, just a slow zoom, and then it opens, and they all just like crash in, and they're like, "Yeah, like we're good," and then they spill out into that, and we start getting this like. We have this big extended scene where they're like getting pissed with the bartender buying him drinks, and everyone's like having a fucking blast, and they're all like, "Yeah, we're on this holiday, we're going hiking, like we've been friends since childhood, like it's all happening." And then Kiara's like, "Oh, we really want to go hiking, what are good spots?" And opens it up, and he makes a few suggestions, the bartender, and then Scott, because he's like pissed, he's like, "Nah, fuck that, let's go to this one." And he just like points to Shylock's Shire.
Perfect. Question to you. We said about this old crone showing up and giving them the keys and luring them to the mansion, the haunted mansion.
Yeah, I think she's already there.
Are we making it super fucking obvious that this old crone in this opening act that she is something else?
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't think we should.
Maybe she's just a bit more like eccentric or quirky, or like she's just a little bit like, whoa. I think she just doesn't suit the town.
Yeah, I think she's just an oddity that's a bit different to the rest of them. She speaks in a Welsh accent instead of an Irish accent. I don't know. That's close enough for most people not to recognize, but it's
and I think the rest of the town's kind of dreary, and they're all just like, small town energy. We work hard, we drink hard. We've got routine, and she's like the total opposite. She's all like, "Whoa, woo!" She's like a woo girl.
She could be the banshee. Speaking of woo girls,
oh my god, she's the fucking banshee. Yes.
So then that happens. So when Jerry tries to leave the mansion, she screams in, just executes him, and has a moment with the group inside in the front door, watching in horror, to be like, "You are never going to fucking leave." You know what I mean? Like one of those sort of things.
Yeah, but I think instead she like rips his face off, and then is there. They're all standing. She's like, "Welcome to Shylock's Shire," and then just goes,
"Bitch,
bitch."
Okay, I've got it for you. When he runs out of the house because stuff's going down, and they're like, "No, don't leave. It's dark. It's raining." She could be there, like walking up. So we have this moment of, "Oh, dearie, where are you going?" And he's like, "Oh, I need to leave. Like, I need to get out. I'm going back to the tavern. Like, I can't be with these fuckheads." And then as he tries to leave, he's like, "No, you can never leave. None of you can." And
Hotel California starts playing?
Yes, it does now. No, because they can't check out either.
Wow, the only thing they can check out of his life. I think he's doing that. He's walking down, she's walking up. They have that, and he's like... They kind of see each other, and then he's like, "What the fuck?" And he kind of like looks back towards the mansion, comes back, she's gone. But I really want her to come sideways, and it should just be like scream across the screen for like half a second. Okay, and he's just standing there for like, I don't know, 5-10 seconds, and then just falls. And we're like, what fucking movie are we watching?
Okay, and then
it's like a match. It's like a hard cut. So not a match cut, it's a hard cut to the doorway. They're all watching. They're all like at the doorway, and she's holding his face.
His head. You forgot this, dearies. She just frisbees his face in. Oh my god, Scott's an ultimate frisbee player, so he catches it straight away and shows his strength that way too. No, we've got less than a minute, but I'm pretty comfortable that we've fucking done everything we need to do. Shylock Shire is the name of the movie. We've got our character names. We know what's happening. We know the order of things happening as well to an extent. We know that Scott's going to survive and the rest are all going to die.
Yeah, but we don't have the back half of this movie at all, so it has to be a whole bunch of deaths individually for each one of them, curated.
Curated? What do you mean? Like specific to their baggage?
I guess so. Like because the Banshee's like old mum. That's why he dies that way, because it was his mum. So something to do with kids.
Scott literally just has no baggage. Is that what we've landed on? It's not that he helps them with their baggage.
Incredible.
That's
such a good inversion. Yeah. So the Fae can't get to him because he's so happy-go-lucky and he's got no baggage. And then, you know what? He might actually die at the end of the film because all of his friends are dead, and that is a baggage.
Oh my god. No.
That's how they get him.
Murray, the movie ends with him. It's Drag Me to Hell is how this movie ends. he gets out, the sun rises, and he goes to walk down the road, and then he gets like accosted by all three of them that just died. It's like, I thought, oh my god, it was just a dream, and it's like, oh, now he's coming back into the fold. And then just like the fog sort of like comes up behind him. Because I want to feature the road.
Yeah.
The road is what
Yeah.
takes them to and from this descent into chaos.
Yeah, 100%. I love that. That's so good.
Also, doors feature very heavily. I feel like we need to make a big deal out of doors.
Well, it's like a doorway to another place. You know what? Doors
Yeah.
have a transitional property too.
That was Shitlock's shitter. Oh, sorry, Shylock's Shire.
Do you actually hate the title? Because that's incredible. I actually think it's a good title.
Like I said, mate. I'm not gonna fight it because one, time is up, and two, I had nothing better to contribute, which is where we've been before.
High noon high.
High noon high. This is exactly right. This is a high noon high situation. We're always
But
gonna
this is
have
actually a good time. Whatever. We'll talk about
To
it
you.
in the after show.
To
After
you.
show, Patreon, come check us out. We need your love. We need your help. Please, I'm begging. One day there will actually be something on the Patreon. It's
Matt,
coming soon.
come to the Patreon and listen to us argue for 30 minutes about the title of this movie, because I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen as soon as we stop
100%.
recording.
Also, please check us out on Instagram and give us a like and comment. They all go so far to helping us grow.
Thanks for letting us take you on a journey. Find us on Facebook and Instagram at Scripty Business for all our updates, and let us know what you thought of this week's episode. You can also follow us ourselves at Murray vs. the World and at SA Welshie to see what we're up to. Join the Patreon for access to bonus content and to unlock all previous seasons. Head to patreon.com/scriptybusinesspodcast today. We appreciate your help with us keeping the lights on and the cameras rolling, and we got some extra surprises in store, so watch this space as we grow. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode. Until then, stay awesome. We love you. Scripty Business is a Soul Hole production, hosted by the Peas Inner Network. You've been listening to Murray Curtis and Luke Wilkinson Turner.